Okay, hi. I'm not looking at the mic, I was looking at the microphone. Hi, Aaron here from the Saucer Life with some interesting things to show you, I think. You'll remember from a variety of places, Greta Woodrew, the contactee that way too few people have heard about. At the Saucer Life, we are striving to be your number one source for information about Greta Woodrew. And thanks to listener Martin, we are able to do that. Martin searched through his archives and found 3 issues of the Woodrew Update, the newsletter that I was not able to find copies of online. Now, these are not originals; these are scans that Martin sent me, and that I printed off in the interests of verisimilitude. So, what do we have here? We'll be looking at these probably in a Saucer Afterlife segment at some point in the near future. January, February 86, when Elf is not a pixie. I think this is about extremely low frequency type stuff, and Dick and I have firsthand knowledge of the Elf effect. We were victimized by it in Reykjavik when the Russians were beaming from their station in Riga. Nausea, uncontrollable emotional weakness, and dizziness occurred. Non-lethal weapons? We'll be hearing some more about non-lethal weapons in our next episode, where we look a little more deeply at the story of Leah Haley and some of her writings. Non-lethal weapons research and some of the people behind it are a consistent theme in some of the figures in ufology over the last few decades. So, Greta, on the forefront, in the vanguard, if you will, of that quite a bit. A cliffhanger, April 1986. Apparently their car ran off the road in the snow, which who among us has not? There was something else cool here. First announcement of their first Slide of Light conference at the Big House. The Big House is probably not the best way to put it. At the very large house and conference center that they put together, and a special welcome to the Californians who joined after our broadcast on Open Mind with host Bill Jenkins. We used a clip from that in the Greta Woodrew episode, which means we can narrow that down to the first half, probably the first quarter of 1986. So that is amazing. May, June 1986, Noxious Rays Under Your Bed. This might be the most 1986 story you'll see all day. This is about radon. Remember radon? I mean, it's still a thing, but remember when radon was the big thing? Judging by what demographics I've seen about Saucer Life listeners, yes, you do. Some of you might be too young to remember the radon scare of the mid 1980s, when radon was new and frightening. Well, newly discovered and frightening. So anyway, this coming week, we've got actually a week from when I'm recording this, we've got Leah Haley. We've got a number of Saucer Afterlife episodes that are in the can and schedule. I sort of just sort of crank those out whenever I'm feeling sort of ambitious, and they're like 5 minutes apiece. So it's easy to do. We've got one coming up with some interesting news headline clippings from the 1980s from a file I found buried on my hard drive. We've got the one that came out today was about a very interesting sort of sighting story with man in black overtones from Great Britain in the pages of Flying Saucer Review. Speaking of Flying Saucer Review, I think in a couple of weeks the Saucer Afterlife episode is going to be about it's going to be me reading some excerpts of those weird, wild, sort of outrageous editorials in my weird, wild, outrageous editorial voice by Gordon Creighton of Flying Saucer Review. So people on the staff liked it. So that's what's going on, and we'll probably have some more Woodrew update things in a future Saucer Afterlife episode. There's going to be a Flying Saucer Movie Night episode Coming up, we're going to have some contactees, Wayne Aho and Otis T. Carr, which is going to be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting if you like liars, which we all do. And, gosh, some other stuff that's coming up that I just can't remember. Glancing at the dry erase board. No, got nothing written up there. So, anyway, thanks a lot for watching, listening, if you have. I'll talk to you later. I've got the whole video setup here thing for work, so I might as well just do more videos, right? Talk to you later.